Welcome to the show. It's your boy Allmighty. You already know what we do here. React to trending topics, man. If it's your first time, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. If you're returning, appreciate you. Let's get right to these topics on God in heaven. All right, so first we got Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez sentenced to 10 years in state prison for shooting Megan Thee Stallion. So, if you see my previous episode, we had talked about Tory Lanez, man. We're like, we talking about him doing the whole leading prayer in prison, all that good stuff. So, bruh finally got in the sentence, man, and 10 years. I mean, I think that's pretty decent. Being that we thought you could got, a lot more than that, the deportation, some other joint. Boy got 10 years. 10 years, I mean, let's be realistic, it's still 10 years. I know he don't serve them that 1 year of it, so it ain't too much more. Well, actually, it's a lot more left. But at the same time, though, 10 years as opposed to, I think he was facing like 20-something or 30-something years or whatever it is. So, hey, man, it's still a blessing. So, I mean, I definitely think, I guess all the prayer, in prison, all that good stuff helped his ass for sure, because, yeah, it could have gone south. The boy could have gone, gone down. I definitely, I don't know. I definitely appreciate the fact that, they gave him somewhat of I guess it's in between. It's not too much. It's not too little. You know what I mean? It's just kind of split in between. Although, bro gonna be out, in 2030 something, which is still a long time. I don't know how his career gonna go from this. You know what I'm saying? He probably got some songs, left over, where he's still gonna be dropping it. I don't really know how that works in the prison system because your boy ain't been there. Thank God, knock on wood. You know what I mean? But yeah. So let me know what y'all think about that, man, because I definitely think, it's right there in the middle. It's right there in the middle. We can't really say, it's the worst. We can't really say it's the best. It's just, it's better than, the alternative for sure. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all think he should have got more? Y'all think what he got is good enough? Y'all think, whatever. You know what I mean? Let me know what y'all think about it, man. We're going to get on to the next topic on ground. All right. So, Will.I.Am says he's not ashamed of being ultra feminine as he mentions growing up without his dad. Ooh, shit. This is a little, little touchy one, you know what I'm saying? I definitely, I've met, I'm Nigerian, by the way, if you didn't know. I say this all the time. Born and raised. So, like, I've definitely in Nigeria before the whole, gay stuff started really getting a little bit more, what I mean? I remember, in boarding school, I went to boarding school. There were guys in there, very few. I'm talking about, you can count them in the whole dorm. Or I'm talking about from the 7th graders to 12th graders stayed in one dorm. So it's like, you can count maybe like 3-4 guys in there that were kind of like feminine-ish. They were never, never had no story about some, extra going on, but they were just kind of flamboyant. I call it flamboyant. So, let's hear what Will.I.Am got to say about this.
Coming of age, I didn't have a man in my life, a father in my life to guide me through that. My mom did that, which probably made me even ultra feminine. Which is I have no shame of being super feminine. I remember in the 90s, we don't have the support in the LGBT community like now than we did then. So growing up in the 90s, we're like, "Are you gay?" A lot of people question if I was, because I was feminine. I'm still feminine. Coming of age. I sit the way I sit. I act the way I act. My mannerisms are my mom's. But it was a very, and I'm strong with my femininity. I think it's a superpower. But that, and when you know who you are, when you love who you are, how you vibe, that's what it's about. I like girls.
Okay.
Never was attracted to men.
Oh, okay.
I'm attracted to females, but I'm feminine.
That's hard. Like in the sense of like, I've always thought about it like that. I feel like generally people just call everybody gay just because you act flamboyant or you act feminine. I don't think it means that the person is necessarily not. I don't think everybody that, acts flamboyant and all that is, gay. I don't think they are attractive men. I think some of them are just, they grew up in situations like this where, everybody was a female or was a woman around you, and you just end up picking up on that. Like it's been a thing I've thought about a while, like for real, like on some real joint, like all the way from Nigeria. I knew guys that, you know, it could go either way. They were raised by women. They came out to be playboys. They weren't feminine. They, you know, they just knew the ins and outs. And while I knew some other guys that were raised by women and they had that feminine mannerism about them. You know what I'm saying? They still like women. I'm not gonna lie. And they knew the good thing about it, I ain't gonna lie. Like those are the homies you want to have around you because look, they know, you know what, they know the ins and outs of the, you know, the women type shit. Because I mean, their sisters put them up on game. You know what I'm saying? They know, you know, they can easily bounce in between. You know what I'm saying? Those crowds, like, you know, they can talk to a woman, you know, get in on the gist and all the gossip, and then come back and tell y'all the homies and all that good stuff. So you know, you guys have more information on the girl you like. I'm talking about this. I experienced all this in boarding school and all that good stuff. I mean, just in Nigeria type shit. You know what I'm saying? Even coming out here, you know, there's some guys I met, and that's why when I came out to America, I remember when I first came to America, and I seen some guys acting flamboyant. I never thought they were gay. I'm just being honest. Like I remember the first time one of the homies I had known for like 2-3 years. Flamboyant dude, like super flamboyant dude. You know what I'm saying? He ended up, you know, saying, you know, telling me he was gay. I found out he had a boyfriend or something. And it shook me. I was shook. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, oh, like really? Like for real, like I was shook because I grew up, you know, as I said, I grew up with guys that, you know, I didn't grow up with them, but you know, went to school with them type joint, you know what I'm saying? In the sense of they, you know, they might act somewhat feminine. They weren't doing the extra feminine stuff. I'm not gonna say that, but you know, they probably do their hands like that, and they'll talk slightly softer. But they like women. I mean, when I say they like women, they had girlfriends. You know, they were doing the, you know what I mean, with the women. But they were, you know what I'm saying? They were feminists. You know, they were flamboyant with it. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, so when the boy told me about it, I was just like, damn, I didn't know that all the time. It didn't change anything about me. It just, because at the end of the day, I fucked with bro for who bro was. You know, regardless of, you know, all the other shit, he was himself. So I definitely understand where he's coming from with this. And I feel like generally people tend to just put, you know, if you're not masculine, if you're not manly, you got to be, you know, you got to be gay. You got to be on it. No, I don't think that's the case. Because I definitely, you know, think factors also play into it as well as, you know what I'm saying, just genetics or being born a certain way. For, you know, I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think. If y'all encounter people like that, you know, that are flamboyant or, you know, feminine, but they still like puss, like they're not attracted to men at all. They just like, you know, puss. And then, of course, I know we know of the people that's, of course, think about it, bro. Because you meet some, you know what I'm saying, gay guys that don't act gay. Like, they don't act feminine at all. They don't, you know what I'm saying, they are masculine as all that good stuff. And, you know what I'm saying, if you talk to them, you find out they're gay. Like, so I don't think it's an issue of being masculine or feminine, you know what I'm saying, in the sense of mannerism for you to be on whatever spectrum you are. I think it's just be yourself. Me personally, I've always said be yourself. Like, you know, as long as, you know what I'm saying, you respectful, you know, all that good stuff, anybody really care anyway. Like, it's just, I don't know. For me, I definitely appreciate him coming out and saying this because I ain't gonna lie. Him saying this kind of like just reminded me, just like, I was like, whoa, I've always thought about it like that. Because at some point, I started thinking, damn, all these guys are acting feminine. Are they actually, you know what I'm saying, are they gay? Because I didn't really know too much, but I always thought there was a possibility. Like, I've seen some things where, like, you know, the guy was the feminine guy, you know, in the relationship. He was the feminine one, and the lady was the tomboy, the masculine one. And it was a relationship. Like, you know, I even seen, I think, a picture or a post sometime where people were actually married like that. And I was always like, bro, there's no problem with it either way. It's like, you know, some people be like, oh man, you're not a man, you're not a, you know, that's this whole problem with masculinity. Some people are like, oh man, you got to be macho with it. I don't believe that. I really don't. I've never believed that. I've never believed that. I don't think, you know, for you being, what makes you a man is you being all, yeah, I'm tough, I'm there, I'm rugged. No, I never thought that. I think variation is what makes life, you know, beautiful. Like, this be real. If everybody acted the same, we would be like robots. You know what I'm saying? It would be lame. It would be boring because everybody just thought the same, acted the same. It would be stupid. Like, it's not fun that way. You know what I'm saying? The variation in life is what makes it fun. What makes, you know, this is what gives us the experience. You know what I'm saying? But y'all let me know what y'all think. You know, of course. And then, of course, we got Wayne Brady comes out as pansexual. He says, I love all people equally, and now that includes myself. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I ain't read up on the pansexual stuff. I don't know what that means per se, but loving everybody equally is, I think that's a good thing. I don't know what that, how far that goes into it, but bruh, like, do you, be you, whatever version, whatever, as long as you're not harming nobody, you respectful, you living your life, you doing what you gotta do peacefully, and all that good stuff, bro. Be you and do you. Like, there's no hate, there's none of that. You know what I'm saying? Some people, I remember, I seen some people talking about, man, no, when Brady done came out talking about this, now Will.I.Am talking about this. I'm like, bro, there's no need for us to all act the same. That's a big problem. Like, that thought process is what you taking individuality out of humanity. Like, everybody doesn't have to just conform to what society is. You have to be an individual in society. You know what I'm saying? You have to be able to function in society, but also function on your own. That don't mean you have to conform yourself to what everybody is, everybody like. Be yourself, no matter what it is, no matter how hard it is. Like, be yourself, because as I said, when you die, only you's gonna die. Like, only you's gonna answer for yourself. Only your energy is gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody else is gonna be there. No one else is gonna explain them. You gotta explain for your own life. You gotta give account for your own life. When you passing out, when you seen the bright light or wherever it is, your life, flashing past your eyes. You're not gonna be thinking about all the people, You're gonna be thinking about how you were in their life. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're the main character of your story. Nobody else. So don't listen to nobody. None of that. Be yourself. 100% be yourself. I'm just being honest. This is how I feel. I've always felt like this. I've always preached this to people. I always, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, bro, ain't nobody gonna change me from being me. Like, I remember when, back in the day, in the hood days, you know what I'm saying? I was the only nigga, on the hood, you know what I'm saying, that, that like anime type shit. I remember when people were like, bro, you like anime, man? You like all that, I'm just like, bro, I like it, so what, bro? I like anime, what it is. People try to crack, I'm like, bro, at the end of the day, I was who I was, so people couldn't be, you know what I'm saying, you can crack one or two jokes, but once you notice that, I'm like, bro, I am who I am, bro, it is what it is, what you gonna do about it? You know what I'm saying? You have to shut the fuck up. That's being real, because at the end of the day, the individual, me, or they knew me, so it's like the anime thing didn't stop me from being me. Before you knew I liked anime, you knew me and you fuck with me, so that shouldn't affect nothing, you know what I'm saying? So y'all let me know what y'all think, of course, man, of you know what I'm saying, the Wayne Brady situation as well, and the Will.I.Am thing, because all I see is, individuals being themselves. I don't see, as long as they're respectful, they ain't harming nobody, hey, you know what I'm saying, however way you came to be like that, whatever you go end up being in the future, you yourself. Enjoy that, be that, you know what I'm saying, and live that, you know what I'm talking about? Well, of course, let me know what y'all think, and let's get to the next topic on ground. All right, so the Montgomery, Brawl, that thing done got a song, man. I don't know if y'all done heard that, John, but yeah, it got a song now. We're about to listen to that song right now. That's just crazy.
Be proud of y'all, Montgomery Brawl. Not one but them all, Montgomery Brawl. Shout out bro that can swim, Montgomery Brawl. Really all of them, Montgomery Brawl. Shout out Unc with the chair, Montgomery Brawl. Everybody that was there, Montgomery Brawl. Threw the hat off at the start, Montgomery Brawl. Man, shout out to the girl, Montgomery Brawl. Hey, now y'all done started some, so we gon' finish. Y'all did. And this time, everybody about to witness. Bro told them to move, just doing this job.
Hey, everybody smacking it up.
So now we got a prize. All right, bet. Let me tell y'all what really happened. Montgomery Brawl. Heard they was jumping on my cousin. Let me off, Captain. Cuz came out the water like, let's get it cracking. Came with the chair like I got some ass. Cuz came no shirt like I got some ass. Even the women getting hit like, damn, what happened? It was kind of lit like, damn, it's cracking. I even seen a rock bottom like, damn, this wrestle.
Man, they going
seen a couple of them boys go night-night. And we got the first black man to swim to a fight. Salute. If you mad at this song, don't mention me. Don't do it. That chair going down in history.
Oh,
and
man.
I'm proud of y'all, Montgomery.
Hey, bro, look, man, that song, I ain't gonna lie, I don't know who it sound like, I don't know who exactly it sound like, but bro going in, bro. He going in. It sound like the I forgot what his name, Greasy's dude, you know what I'm saying? That's who he sound like, you know what I'm saying? But I know it probably ain't him. But nah, that joint it's going in, bro. I'm talking about when I first heard that joint, I was just, oh, hey, nah, but look, that bro, it's history, bro. People don't even got it tatted on them, like got the chair tatted on them. I ain't gonna lie, it's end up becoming a whole thing now. Which, I mean, people talk so much shit about social media. If not for social media, you know what I'm saying, this will not be so much of a thing. And it is a thing. And I'm just being real. It's a good thing, you know what I'm saying, in the sense of like, it bringing people together. Everybody's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you know what I mean? We ain't slipping out here. You know what I mean? Like, y'all better understand. You know what I mean? And it's all love, but look, hey, man, come on now. You know what I mean? But hey, man, y'all let me know what y'all think about that song, man, because I feel that joint is smacking. You hear me? That joint popping off the hinges. You feel me? For real, man. Let me know what y'all think. We'll get on to the next topic on ground. For real. All right. It says Lil Tay passed away at age 14. Lil Tay and her brother passed away. Now, there's some things saying, you know what I'm saying, apparently, you know, some people talking about, you know, it might be fake because it's only like apparently I was watching Poetic Flacco, shout out to Poetic Flacco, and he was saying that the police department ain't, you know, they say they ain't heard nothing about it. The father ain't want to give no comments on it. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that we getting that information from is the social media post, you know what I'm saying, that said that they passed away. So, you know, we don't know if it's true. Prayers up to, you know, her and her brother, you know what I'm saying? If not, you know what I mean, you know, whatever. But then there's a dude that, you know, claims that, you know what I'm saying, that it was there at the scene, and it says it happened at it was a car accident, like, you know what I'm saying, that murder. That killed him, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So as I said, we don't know the full details on it. We don't know what it was, you know, if it's true, if it's not. You know what I'm saying? Bro coming out to say that he was there at the scene to see what happened. We don't know how authentic he is. You know what I'm saying? Well, nobody knows. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all think it's one of them stunts? Because I think recently there's a, you know, on her, I think they updated one of her social media things that said, help me. You know what I mean? So it's like, I mean, like, is this one of those stunts? Because apparently, you know what I'm saying, I don't know how she came up to fame, but I think it's kind of doing all this, you know, girl that cried wolf type joint, you know what I'm saying? All this, I don't know, you know what I mean? I really don't understand, because we know her brother is the one that's, you know, been operating her social media and all that, you know, that kind of set all this in motion. He's like, the producer behind the scenes type joint, directing all that good stuff. So we don't know. I don't know, you know what I mean? But if it's true, RIP to both of them, you know what I'm saying? Prayers up to them for sure. If it's not, hey, shame on them. Shame on them for real, because bro. This is the problem with crying wolf. If you start crying wolf, you know the story about you know what I'm saying, the kid that cried wolf. Cry wolf. When the time comes, anybody gonna take it serious. So I don't know. You know, y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all think it's authentic? Y'all think, you know, what happened, you know, it really did happen? Or y'all think it's just another stunt, you know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all think. We're gonna get on to the next topic on ground. The doctor rips the head off a baby, man, you know, while trying to, you know, deliver the baby, you know, from the thing. And it's I ain't gonna lie, like it sounds pretty gruesome. Let's go watch the video, you know what I mean?
On July the 9th, 2023, just a few weeks ago, Jessica and Travion, they were excited. She was 37 weeks pregnant at that time, and they were really, really looking forward to the delivery of their firstborn child. Her water broke at about 10 o'clock in the morning on the 9th. Appropriately, she went over to labor and delivery over the Southern Regional. They admitted her and put her on an IV and gave her some medicine to basically progress the delivery. She labored for about 10 hours, and then probably around 10, or strike that, about 8:40 in the evening, she was fully dilated and told her to start pushing. Well, during the course of the pushing, the baby stopped descending. There's something called a shoulder dystocia, fancy word for saying that the baby's shoulders could not fit through the pelvic girdle. It got stuck by the bone there in the pelvic girdle. That was recognized, and what wound up happening after that is just brutal. Dr. St. Julian came in, and she, in the process of trying to deliver this baby, pulled on the baby's head and neck so hard and manipulated them so hard that the bones in the baby's skull, face, and neck were broken. When Dr. St. Julian finally took Miss Ross to the operating room for a C-section, a cesarean section, where they cut the belly and deliver the baby through the abdomen, when the womb was opened, the feet came out, the body came out, and there was no head. The head was stuck in the vagina, and the head subsequently was delivered vaginally. The baby had been decapitated. Dr. St. Julian was grossly negligent for applying ridiculously excessive force on the baby's head and neck. Dr. St. Julian and the nurses at Southern Regional Medical Center, they were grossly negligent for not getting the help of the on-site in-hospital OB in a timely manner. They have a hospitalist obstetrician who's there on site. And when doctors have problems with delivery, the first thing you do is call them and you get help. You get another perspective, another angle. This was not done in a timely manner, negligently. And then also the nurses at Southern Regional Medical Center were grossly negligent for failing to advocate and insist in other capacities that Ms. Ross got a C-section quicker, sooner, in a more timely manner. So those are the allegations that we claim in this suit. We just filed it. We're going to be very, very aggressive with the discovery. We're going to put all of these people who were in the room under oath and find out what they have to say specifically about what happened that tragic evening.
I mean, that's definitely a sad thing. That's a sad situation. Again, R.I.P. to the baby and condolences to the family. In that situation, for sure. I mean, come on now. It's pretty obvious that they were negligent. I mean, I'm pretty sure accidents happen and stuff, but this is life, man. The reason why people go to medical school and all that good stuff is because you have to be. You got to be, if you're going to be doing this, you know what I'm saying? This is why your boy didn't go to medical school, because I was pre-med and I decided, nah, I ain't doing all that. You got to take tests every 3 years to make sure you're on par with everything, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, the reason you go through all that is so your margin of error is very minuscule, damn near non-existent type thing. And especially when it comes to giving birth to kids and all that good stuff, accidents happen for sure, but it's not something that should, this kind of accident, because I'm picturing the thing in my head, man. It's like, bro, like how hard could you have been pulling? Because, babies are still tender and all that, but how hard could you have been pulling and all that good stuff to like disconnect the head from the, you know what I'm saying? It's just, man, it's, in the comments, people were commenting, people were like, oh man, this is how they bring black people down, da, 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 da. And come to find out, the doctor that, it's a black lady, you know what I'm saying? The doctor apparently was a black lady, you know what I'm saying? And I just think it's a sad thing. I don't know, for sure they to blame because without, let's be realistic. Who else are you gonna blame? When you go to deliver your kid, you ain't expecting your kid, you know what I'm saying, them to basically kill your kid because that's basically what happened. It's not they didn't mean to, but it happened because of them. So it's like. I know. Y'all let me know what y'all think, because for sure it's a tragic one. It's a sad one. I ain't gonna hold you. It's not something anybody wants to kind of deal with, man. You know what I'm saying? For sure. It's it's crazy. I don't think anybody. I definitely think, of course, the responsibility falls on the hospital. In the sense of the person that's delivering the kid and the nurses and all that good stuff. But I see it also as an accident because maybe the person didn't know, or it's just, y'all let me know what y'all think about it for sure because man, it's crazy. That's the best I can say. And lastly, we got a letter from El Chapo says that the ADX Florence fears he's planning to break out of prison. So apparently, El Chapo, what I'm saying, hey, bruh been caught up, what I'm saying, and they ain't basically giving bruh any, they ain't giving him enough time out. He getting like, what, 23 hours locked in and 1 hour out type joint, and he's like, bruh, these folks ain't even giving my letters, all that good stuff, because, what I'm saying, they're afraid I'm going to escape, which, it's a well-founded, well solid, understandable, what I'm saying, fear type joint. So let's go ahead, watch the video.
Chapo escape fears are not unfounded. He tunneled out of the last Mexican prison where he was locked up and rode to freedom on an underground motorcycle. That was his second escape. Tonight, the I-Team has a letter from El Chapo in which he implies that U.S. prison officials are bullying him because he has escaped before. Nobody's ever broken out of the Supermax prison here in Colorado since opening in 1994, known as the Alcatraz of the Rockies. This airtight penitentiary has housed the worst of the worst, including billionaire cartel kingpin Joaquin El Chapo Guzman. Like the rest here, segregated and on permanent lockdown 23 hours a day. El Chapo writing a letter to the U.S. judge and Chicago native who sent him here. In this English translation filed today and obtained by the I-Team, Chapo says prison authorities are preventing him from receiving attorney documents for new court motions. They always use the excuse that it's because Guzman fled from a Mexican prison, he writes. This is a ridiculous claim. El Chapo escaped in prison. months after the most recent escape, Chapo was recaptured following a shootout with Mexican commandos who'd hunted him down, and he was brought to the U.S., where a federal jury in New York convicted him. Tonight, housed at America's most secure prison and still under indictment in Chicago, Chapo claims he is being mistreated because of escape fears. Ironically, a similar complaint 10 years ago from one of the key witnesses against Chapo, his former top lieutenant, Jesus Vicente Zambada Niebla. During Zambada's 2 years here at the Chicago MCC, he wasn't allowed to the rooftop sports courts to exercise. Prison authorities said there was too much risk that the cartel boss would be picked off by a sniper or would stage a helicopter escape.
So look, man, I mean, as I said, it's understandable what they, why they doing all that, but at the same time, bro, he still got his rights, man. He still gotta, be able to, do his thing. So I mean, and bro looks so innocent. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Like Chapo looks so innocent, bro. Like he looked like he would not hurt a fly type joint, but hey, you know what I'm saying? He's a billionaire. You know what I'm talking about? He runs the biggest cartel, at least I think it's the biggest, one of the biggest out there, probably in the world or Mexico or whatnot. And I don't know, y'all let me know what y'all think, man, because I definitely feel like, you know what I'm saying, I can understand where he's coming from, because he still got rights. Like, you still got, yeah, I escaped from the previous joint, but you know what I'm saying, I ain't, he's saying I ain't trying to escape this one. I'm just trying to get my letters and all that good stuff, man. I still got to be able to read my letters, bro. Like, you know what I mean? If y'all basically trying to, murk me, if this is murking, just go ahead and murk me type joint. You know what I'm saying? If y'all gonna keep me, I gotta still have my rights to do, communicate who I need to communicate, you know what I'm saying, to do what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? But y'all let me know what y'all think, man, for sure, man. And hey, that's it. That's it for today. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all, you know what I'm saying, staying tuned. Of course, like, share, subscribe, go check out the Instagram, all that good stuff, you know what I'm saying? please, fuck with your boy. Fuck with your boy, you know what I'm saying? We're trying to grow, so share, you know what I'm saying? If you enjoy this, you know what I'm saying, share, comment, let me know what your thoughts and everything. Of course, I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Stay mighty, because we almighty. I am.